chill. Come to Party City and dress to thrill. Right now, kids' costumes from $9.99. Adult costumes from $19.99. Plus, turn your home into a house of horrors. Party City. Nobody has more Halloween for less.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're here. Today, I am discussing Party City and Halloween City's animatronics they have graciously teased us with. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 props here, which, oh, thank God. I have been waiting for Party City, and I guess Halloween City as well. I'm just gonna say Halloween City, to kind of just umbrella, because it's all Halloween. I'm waiting for Halloween City to drop their stuff this year. Last year, they were a hoot and a hit. I loved their lineup last year. So, I had really high expectations this year. And, not gonna lie, my expectations have been met. Actually, they've been exceeded with some of these props. So, sorry, I have allergies, guys. I sound like death. I am practically dead. And a nice little drink of my Mountain Dew, so I'm gonna stay awake. We're gonna just jump right into this. We're gonna start with Techies items, mostly because they're my favorites so far. So we're gonna start with the 9-foot drop-down Scarecrow. So what I'm assuming makes this guy 9 feet is, I'm kind of shooting in the dark here. I'm guessing this was going to hang up on a post. And then the mech is going to be mounted on that post. And it's going to drop down from it, basically. So it looks like it's going to be hanging up in the air. If that makes sense. Because Techie has done posted Scarecrow characters before. So that's what I think they're going to go for with this particular character. Now, kind of off the bat, I like the face. It reminds me of the Lantern Scarecrow from Big Lots. I like Techie's sculpted Scarecrow faces. I think they're always really well done. I think they all look really, really cool. So, of course, I'm going to love this one. The color scheme on the clothing is cool. I'm not usually one for the clothing on the Scarecrows, mostly because I'm kind of a corny person when it comes to my Scarecrows, so I like them. I like mine in overalls and flannels, something traditional. And I understand Techie's dark aesthetic, so it is what it is. I'm not gonna redress this one personally for the sole purpose of A, for what it is and what it does. I think it's fine, and B, I don't know how much weight that mechanism can handle, especially with overalls. Overalls are heavy. I've done a bunch of props with them. It's not a light clothing, so I don't want to hurt this. This is a prop that for what I'm getting it, for sure, without a doubt. But also, this is a prop that I want to last, because I know off the bat, if this is gonna do what I think it is, which I think it's gonna drop down to 3 feet, it's gonna that's how far down it's gonna drop. I think that is a great prop. That's gonna scare the pants off a lot of people. So I don't want to hurt it. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that lasts the whole night, and I want to make sure that lasts years, because that's a solid prop right there. Now, this is the third iteration we've had of this. There have been 2 previous ones. There's one for Party City a few years ago, and I think it had been dropped last second because the SKU number and the name ended up being replaced with, I think it was Twisted Jack. If I remember correctly, I think it was Twisted Jack. And then See, I think it was Morris that had one as well. It was either Morris or Spirit. I think it was Morris, if I remember correctly. Because I think it was Halloween Haunter that kind of retailed the, like, who had it. And I think that was one that went up on eBay with a really gruesome, scary face. Now, obviously, this one has a lot more simplistic face, which I like both of them. So I really don't like prefer one over the other. I like the dark aesthetic of this one. I love Techie's dark, just brooding scarecrows. They're cool. They're fun for me. Like, I enjoy them. So, you know, I'm also kind of glad he doesn't have a ribcage. No offense to Techie. I personally just kind of got tired. And this isn't even a Techie. It's everyone. Everyone does this now. I got tired of the ribcage skeletons. You know? So I'm glad that this one doesn't have that. It's different. I like it. I like this one. And again, this is one where it's going to scare some kids. Listen, I'm a devious, evil person on Halloween, right? I make it my life's mission to scare kids every year, and I amp it up every single year. My pumpkin patch is one of my scariest parts of my haunt. And I'll tell you why. It's almost all Techie props. Almost all of it's Techie. Techie scarecrows are some of the evilest, meanest props out there. I eat it up. I love it. I love Techie's props. I love how evil they are with the scarecrows. This is going to be no exception. I know this is going to get someone good. And I cannot wait for them to watch it and weep this year. It's going to be great. So moving on, we're going to talk about the Mega Wolf, standing at an imposing 9.5 feet. This is badass. First of all, I love the face. The long, sharp, just gnashing teeth. That's a scary prop right there. But what makes it even better? That's a 9.5 foot lunging animatronic. We're getting giant jump scares, baby. Holy shit. Dude, that's... If you're gonna look me square in the face and say, that's not cool, that's not awesome, get out. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to me. That is cool. That's freaking awesome. I'm not a werewolf guy, and even I can say, that's fucking awesome. It looks terrifying. It looks super cool. The face, the hands, the feet, like, they all look really good. This won't be one I'll pick up. Again, I'm not a werewolf fan personally, but like, damn, that's a scary prop. That looks good. I'm excited to see this one in person. So moving on, funny enough, this is my favorite prop. The 3-foot bloody ghost treater. Listen. Not only is it like kind of cute, but it's disturbing. It's like, it's just really disturbing to look at. It's a little kid that's like profusely bleeding from his eyes. That's really gruesome. And I'm eating that up. I love that. I have a little scene in my cemetery with the undead zombie trick-or-treaters, which, funny enough, they're all Techie as well. So, like, of course I want to pick this one up. This is fucked up. Right? Like, this is just a messed up prop, and I love it. I'm eating it up. I love messed up props like this, and I feel like Techie's just not afraid to do that. I'm curious on the animation on this one. It doesn't really tell you anything. It looks at, so we know the eyes light up. I'm assuming the eyes will move. Just kind of how they look. Just kind of a hunch here. Maybe he'll pop up. I don't know. it doesn't look like a jump scare. But I mean, maybe the head pops up. You know, he like looks down and snaps his head up. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be simple as eye movement. Maybe it's gonna be a jump scare. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be like a motionette type prop where the head and the hands kind of move in that circular motion. You think like the Pan Asian type greeter characters. I'm really curious about this one. But I will tell you, off the bat, first impressions, I like this one. It's disturbing. Moving on, we're talking about the Possessed Pumpkin Patch. That's a fun name. Possessed Pumpkin Patch. I'm a little curious about this one too. This one's 9 feet. Now, judging off of like the stance and even like the clothing, this fucker jumps up. Like, you know when you look at a prop and you know what it does? You can just tell. That's exactly what this. For one, like how wrinkly it is on the bottom, that's a telling sign for me that, hey, this is gonna pop up. This is gonna shoot straight up. This is gonna scare you. So, or it'll probably like rise, but I don't think so. I think it'll pop up. Maybe it's a scissor mech prop. Maybe. Well, no, it doesn't look like it because scissor mech props are long in the back. They have like a train. I don't know. This is another interesting one to me. It's not one I'll pick up. I don't like this one. Doesn't really hit my fancy that much. I mean, it's cool, but like, it's not a me prop. I definitely see the target audience. It's there. For what again, I don't like giant props that much. Like, they just don't do it for me. And also, here's another thing, like, I have to keep in mind, like, my space and my haunt. This guy won't fit in my pumpkin patch, unfortunately. But, like, I'm very curious. I'm assuming it pops up or rises. Knowing Techie, it'll pop up. They're on, like, a roll with the jump scares. And, like, it looks like almost everything this year's a jump scare prop. I'm not complaining. But, I don't know. It's interesting. Detail-wise, there's really not a whole lot there. The pumpkin itself is pretty dope. I do like him having the vines, like, wrapped around him. You don't really see pumpkin characters with, like, that little detail too often. And then they have, like, you know, the green creepy cloth accenting. But I do like that they added, like, the vines, you know, from a pumpkin onto him. I don't see people doing that much. So I will absolutely give props there. I like that they did that. Man, I'm like really curious. I'm like staring at like the bottom portion because that's what's telling me it does something. I think it pops up. That is what I think it does. I'm going to stick with that. That is my theory is he pops up. Leave a comment down below what you think this does. I think it's what he does. And then, we're talking about the lunging Black Angel of Death. Standing at 6.9 feet. Holy shit. Dude, this is wicked. I love this. Wow. Wow. That's a beautiful prop right there. And it lunges too. Oh, that's wicked. I like that. It's just, it looks so nice. So it looks like it holds a scythe in one hand. And I think a bouquet of like black flowers in the other. Kind of what it looks like to me. The print on the clothing is gorgeous. That looks so nice. I don't know if it's supposed to be a statue or kind of what it is, but it's nice to look at and I like it. I love the aesthetic. It's there. It's pretty. The face looks super creepy, even though it's kind of grainy for me, and I'm like, got my face up to my computer right now trying to see what it is. It looks cool. Depending on the price, I might pick this one up. I don't know yet. But lunging, Techie does some good lunging props. Their lunging props are just fast. Like, they're quicker than SVI's, which I appreciate about Techie. So, like, seeing that they're doing lunging props this year, this is like their second one. Whew, I'm getting excited for this. Like, I want to see this one in action really badly. What does make me a little sad is a Halloween City exclusive, so I'm probably gonna have to like beg a friend who's near Halloween City. We don't really get a lot of them here in Indiana anymore. It's spirit dominated around here. And then now discussing the cream of the crop, the best Techie item so far. Motherfucking Leatherface. Jimmy, read it and weep. That is a Leatherface. That is how you fucking do it. That's how it's done. Take notes, Jimmy, because holy shit, it's so detailed. You even have like a little bracelet on him, like it. What? It looks good. That looks good. That is how it is done. That's how you do it. I was holding out hope that there'd be another Leatherface this year because I refused to believe and acknowledge that Jimmy's was the only one we got. And thank God, Techie came in and like, okay, we're gonna do one better. They absolutely upped them. I mean, by a landslide. That's how you do it. Like, that is how you do Leatherface. That looks gorgeous. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I cannot wait to see this one in action. Looks like both Party City and Halloween Cities are going to get this one as well. So, there's hope. Which, you know, thank God. It looks good. I like this one a lot. It looks so good. So now we're going to move on to SVI. So we're going to start with the Wendigo. They're one of their 12 footers. Now, listen. I'm not one for 12 foot props, but this is cool. I like this. I like this a lot. I like this in so many ways. I don't even know how to properly describe it. That looks better than the Party Time one and that miserable Pain Asian one. That is how you do a 12-foot character. And the fact that Depot didn't pick that up is just shocking. That looks so good. They even have like a side profile of it as well. Like on the promo page. The deer sculpt, it looks good. He's got like vines coming off of his arms. He's got like a pellet. What do you call those? Like a fur from like an animal on his back. The hooves, it all looks good. His hands are reused from something. I can't remember what it is. It's one of the pumpkin props. But luckily it matches. It's all pretty coherent. I like how this looks. I think I actually might get this one, to be quite honest. I think this might be my 12-footer. I don't actually have a 12-foot prop. I have a 15-foot prop, not a 12-foot one. We actually did see this one in action as well. It has a servo head. Damn. That's cool. So then now we're going to move over to the Towering Pumpkin Creep. This one is actually the non-exclusive one. Because I think, yeah, this is the non-exclusive Towering prop of the year. So this is... this one's interesting. I definitely think it's better than the Inferno Scarecrow. Is that what it's called? I think it's what it's called. It's better. And I'll tell you why. One, it's like this big, like, actual pumpkin creature that looks good. It doesn't have this stupid digital eyes. I hate the digital eyes on that fucking Inferno Pumpkin. I also just think it looks a lot darker, right? So, he's got, I think it's the same hands as the Wendigo, but they also gave him like a rooted rib cage, which, I get tired of the rib cage pumpkin and scarecrow characters. Come on, guys, give me something new. But he has like these like pointed shoulder pieces, like these horns coming out of his shoulder. And it's all made of roots, which is interesting. I will give it that. I will give them this, that the rib cage is not bone. It's made of roots. I feel like the rib caged pumpkin creatures and the scarecrows is becoming repetitive. We've seen it. We see it every year from everyone. It's not like a dig on a particular company. It's just like I want more. Like I feel like they can do something else. You know, it's just I don't like it anymore. It was cool like the first couple times. Now it's like it's predictable. I don't like predictable. Now what's not predictable about this? I love the super long stem on the pumpkin. I like the pumpkin itself. It is very Mike Reynolds-esque. I'm more forgiving this year because SVI has branched out in the design field, so not everything looks like Mike's work, which I appreciate. I love Mike Reynolds. A lot of respect for the guy. Talented artist. It's just the last couple of years, especially in the pumpkins, they started looking the same. And the clowns too, like they were getting a little too repetitive even for my taste. So I like this one. I'm okay that it has kind of the classic Mike Reynolds style pumpkin because he's got this super cool like body structure with like the vines wrapping around him, like the green crepey cloth, and he actually does, like the Possessed Pumpkin Patch, he has actual vines. Again, I like that. I like little details like that. That looks good to me. That pops out to me and says you put in a little extra work to make it a coherent character. A more coherent character. I'm not saying they weren't coherent without that. It adds to it, you know? So, kind of going off of the stance this guy is in, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this is the Cackles reskin. Because I think Cackles was in the exact same pose. So, yeah, I would say that's fair. And he's even kind of looking down a bit, like Cackles was. So I think he's gonna have this side-to-side head movement and all that stuff, which I'm okay with that. Again, it's not one I'm gonna buy, but it is cool. I definitely see like Halloween Haunter totally gunning for this. And it says that this one's not exclusive. But boy, that box is gonna be intense because those pumpkins like are big. SVI's pumpkins are huge. So now we're moving on to Mad Monster Marlin, who stands at 7.5 feet. Okay, here's what gets me excited. We're getting more classic monster characters this year. We just talked about a mummy, right? And we've been wanting a mummy. And then people have been wanting like a Frankenstein's monster, like a lab monster type character. And now we have one here. And it's a classic looking like lab monster with the platformed shoes, the like coat, like the suit jacket. I'm excited. I am very excited because I'm waiting on a vampire now. If we get a vampire, we will have like the classic monsters this year. This has not happened. I don't think this has ever happened. Well, no, it has, but not in a really long time. And to see SVI do this again is exciting. So as for Marlin's movements, I think it's gonna have the guard zombies type of movement where he kind of lunges forward and like moves his arms up and down. It's kind of what it looks like he'll do to me, but maybe he'll just be side to side. I don't know. I think he's gonna have the forward and backward kind of like slow lunge movement, but it looks good. I don't know if I'm gonna go for Marlin or not, to be honest with ya. I don't know. I'm a little conflicted. I might, because he would look kind of cool in like the asylum scene with like my Project Dr. Needles character. I don't know yet. Well, no, because that's a lab type of thing. I think he'll still fit in the cemetery, though. I mean, it's been of dead people parts. I want to see Techie do a lab monster, too. I want to see Techie do a lab monster, and I want to see Party Time do a lab monster. I want to see, like, all the core companies do one. Because, like, I've seen, now we have SBI, like a modern SBI one, and then we've seen Crazy Create do one. And we've seen Pan Asian do one. Pan Asian did one with like, the trio. I want to see like Techie and I want to see Party Time pull one out, because they're cool and they're really fun. You can do a lot with them. I'm super curious to see like what those two companies can do. So now we're gonna move on to one that has me hyped: the Neon Ice Cream Clown. Sitting at 6 feet, so a normal sized prop. So, I'll tell you kind of why this has got me excited from when it's a lunging clown. Hugs is my baby. Hugs is like my special prop. It was the first prop I actually bought with my own money, so like it has like some sentimental value to me. Hugs gets some of the best scares because people try to pose with him, which is hilarious. So this one is definitely going to be one of those where everyone's going to want a picture with him. He looks really cool. Not only that, but I have the Ice Cream Clown from Techie. I have 2 scoops from Fuyu Xing. So these will make like a really cool photo op kind of like situation. Which I think if I do end up doing a photo op, I think I'm going to have to build legs for the Techie guy, just so like he can stand. This, I'm excited for this. Now, the Psychotic Circus of Savannah actually got some footage of this guy because he was gonna sell him because he kind of got screwed over by a wholesaler, which I feel terrible. Like that's absolutely god awful thing to be put in. Like I feel terrible for the guy, but when I saw this thing in action, my jaw hit the floor. I was in awe by this thing. The audio was super fun and campy, but also kind of spooky. I love the neon lights he's got. He's got it in the ice cream banner. He's got it in the ice cream cone. And it's got it in his bow tie. That's so campy and fun. And this guy's like surprisingly gory. Like he's just covered in blood. Super fun. And it is, in a way, a reimagining of Hugs. Because he's got the free blank sign. You know, Hugs was free hugs. He's free ice cream. And I kind of like the vintage look of that sign as well. Super fun, super campy. But not only that, instead of him just lunging like Hugs, he lunges like the Reaper and the Witch does. So he's trying to hand you the ice cream, but like the ice cream has a cost, and that's gonna be your soul. That's fun. I love that. And I love the outfit he's in. I think all of the Ice Cream Clown characters I have are in super fun outfits, or have a super fun kind of campy aesthetic to them. Two Scoops has the neon sprinkles on their costume and their two-headed clown with a little kid in a cone. Ice Cream Clown from Techie has a super long demonic tongue to lick his ice cream cone. He's got a skull peeking out of it. And he's in a vintage, like, old school, what do you call it? Like a ice cream parlor outfit. This guy has like that ice cream parlor styled outfit. They made it all neat, like colorful and fun, like a clown, but they made him all fucked up and evil. And his face, very Joker-esque. I like the face. Again, I've seen it before, but I'm more forgiving on this one for a couple of reasons. A, the color scheme is really fun. I like the colors. And B, the whole prop is fun. Like, it's a fun prop. I'm really excited. Now, kind of relaying what Savannah said, that this guy will unfortunately not go online. So, that does raise the answer of, how many of these are going to go online then? Are any of them going online? He said this one's going to hit shelves at the end of July. It is like an in-store exclusive. Thank God, because I've got a Party City near me, so I can pick it up. But he did say Party Cities will get this. So, super thankful for that kind of information, because I would have just been sitting my ass online waiting for this guy to drop. I hope Bloody Ghost Tweeter goes online, though, because he's cute. I believe this guy, he said, was flat 200. $199.99, which I'm pretty sure that's the price he gave me. If I'm incorrect, obviously comment down below and scream at me and shake me violently. I'm pretty sure that is the price he quoted. And that is the only one out of all of these I have the price on. So, super excited. This is like Neon Ice Cream and Bloody Ghost Treater and the Angel of Death are like probably will be my 3 priorities of the year from Party City. They're like the ones that just jump out to me the most, and Drop Down Scarecrow too. So those 4, and then like after a while I'll go for Wendigo and probably Leatherface too. I think they'll fit into Pumpkin Patch. I mean, he's on a farm. I don't know. I like having licensed stuff to get sprinkled in there. But that's it. Oh, so they did tease Rising Woman, but we've already seen that. Cool prop. Might pick one up. Don't know yet. But that's everything. I am so excited, guys. You have no idea. This year is looking really good. I have been happy with Lowe's. I have been satisfied with Depot. So far, I haven't seen everything from Depot, so I won't say it's good or bad yet. And I'm very happy with Party City. So I'm really just staring down Spirit right now. What are they gonna do? What is gonna come out of their arsenal? I am super duper excited, you guys. This is gonna be an awesome, filled year, and I am here for it. Super excited. Anyway, that is all for me, guys. I hope you found this video fun, insightful, maybe. And you know what, while you're at it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Helps me out and keeps my channel booming. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.